Hey friends, thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to style some of the things that I thrifted last week. And the main thing I want to use is that long piece that I thought I could style on top of my Hoosier. So let's give this little thing a makeover and then let's style it. Just didn't think the green would complement the place I want to put it, so I'm just going to add a little coat of white paint and let's see what that looks like. So I only gave it one coat, and yes, it looks really rough, but I'm fixing to really sand this up, and then I'm going to add some stains. So I think in the end it's going to look like I want. So while that's drying, let's go ahead and take down all of this. Some of it's really dirty, as you can see. Let's clean everything up and then let's restyle it. So this is what it's looking like after I gave it some stain and I distressed it heavily because I really like that look. We're going to go ahead and place it on top and then let's see what that looks like. So the first piece that I want to add is this gorgeous picture that I have. This is super old, and as you can see, I just took everything out to clean it and I put it back. I added some bags, so I'm going to stick in this piece of eucalyptus I have. And friends, this is from Amazon. I'll link it for you guys. I love these because you can bend them any way you want. They're just such a perfect addition. So I'm just going to add in this silverware that I have, and we're going to style this and place it on top of this little shelf. I'm not sure why, but it makes me so nervous to place this up here. It feels sturdy, but again, it just makes me a little nervous. So I did pull it out from the wall just a little bit so I could go ahead and push that picture back against the wall a little bit. I think it made it feel more secure that way, but I don't know if I'm going to like this or not, but let's go ahead and add everything back up here and let's see what it looks like. Now I didn't like the way that the silverware was like laying, so I just stuffed it back inside just to kind of help me place it like I liked, and that is really how I like, so that's going to work out perfect. So now I'm going to go ahead, add my bowls back up here. I had a picture on top of this, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave the bowl stacked right there. And friends, I just layer in different things inside for height. Like I'll add a bowl, or I'll add a piece of a small wood chunk, or just something that will help them stack. But I love this shelf because look, underneath it you can see it is that brown color, and that's really what I would have preferred, but since it was already painted, we just went ahead and added the white. But now that I've got everything down from the top, I'm going to try to work in all the pictures that I have that are in storage, that I have in different places. I'm going to pull them all out and let's just see if we can add them to the top. I really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going to try to stick it up here and see how it comes together. I'm so thankful that most of these pictures are going to sit right underneath here. That was what I was hoping for, so I'm so happy that they fit. Friends, I don't think this one is going to fit, but that's okay. I'm just going to add it over to the side, and I think that will work perfectly. It's so pretty. So I'm going to leave that right there, and then let's go ahead and add the rest of those pictures and creamers right here, and let's just see if I can figure out what I like. So as you can see, I thought that I would stagger them. I'm not sure if I like that. And then I thought I would just place them all up across the front, and I really didn't like that. I'm struggling here, guys, as you can see. So I like that there's some depth in this cabinet, but I don't like that I can't see most of the creamers. So I'm going to try something just a little bit different. So instead of staggering them, I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and line them up and see if I like that look. In my mind, I think it would look better, but I don't know. Let's just try it and see what we think. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of that, so I thought, well, I've got these gorgeous plates, these little saucers. Maybe I can just add the cups and saucers behind there, so that layered look will give me some depth and it will make it look like something that I would enjoy. Again, I'm going to try to line up the creamers and see if I like that look. So let's see what we think. Okay, now that I have them all lined up, I'm not sure if I like this. It's not, I don't think this is gonna work, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to add in the rest of my creamers that I have. You can see I've got a few left that I really want to try to work into this display. So let's go ahead and add these to the top. So I was hoping I could use this, but I took it down and I don't know, I'm just not loving the top. So let's do a little bit more rearranging and see if I can make this look a little better. I am definitely a maximalist because, friends, I just have to layer in more dishes. I just didn't like the look of all the creamers. I thought it would be so much prettier if I just staggered in other dishes and maybe just, displayed them so that it gave it more interest. So I just have these really pretty plates. I'm going to stack those. I've got some more over there with my cups. So I like this better, and I think I'm going to like it with the creamers more uneven, staggered somewhat, so they're not just all in a row. I just didn't really like that look. I just thought it looked too perfect. I like things to look a little more less perfect. So we're just going to go ahead and stagger these in, and then let's step back and see if we like this a little bit better. Okay, I love this so much more. And I've got this little sprig of green here. I'm just going to tuck it in. I might add another piece in just a minute, but I like this look so much better. You guys tell me which look you liked best. Did you like them all in a row, or do you like more interest? Because I really like more interest. I think I finally like the way this looks. I don't know that I am completely in love with it, but I do like it, and I'm going to leave it for a little bit. So if I make any changes to this, I'll come back and show you later down the road, but for right now, I was able to get most of all of my creamers right up here, with the exception of just a few, and I'm going to just enjoy this display for as long as I can until I come up with another idea. I'm excited. I found a place for everything except this one scale. I placed the other scale right down here. So really just have one scale that I need to find a home for, and that won't be hard. I'll find a perfect place for that. But let me share with you what I did with this pie birds. I placed these in my kitchen. I have this 3-tier tray with some of my vintage bowls, and I just thought it would be perfect added in right here. So I love these little pie birds that I thrifted last week. They're so cute, and they just look perfect sitting right here. Friends, here are the tins that I got as well when I thrifted. I showed you the first one in my home tour, but I wanted to go ahead and share with you how I styled both of them together. I think they look perfect stacked. I just really love this look. So the last thing that I got last week was this gorgeous dish at that estate sale. It's so heavy. I thought it might be Ironstone, it might be just China, but I just love it. And I just put my little drink mixes in there, and I just it's just perfect because I can just grab one, add to my water, and go. And I'm trying to drink more water, so I've been using those, and I really like them. So anyway, here's the overall look. You guys tell me what you think. Do you like this shelf added to my Hoosier, or did you like it styled before? But friends, before I go, I just want to ask you to please remember to pray for Angie, and let me share with you this beautiful Bible verse. He who began a good work in you will perfect it until the day of Christ Jesus. Philippians 1:6. Friends, do you know that God is always working on us? Friends, we are definitely a work in progress. So show yourself some grace, keep trusting the Lord, and know that His plans are perfect for your life. Friends, thank you for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. And friends, we look forward to seeing the next one. Bye, y'all.